What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and today we're going to be talking about the Black Ops 4 Blackout teaser trailer. But before we do, I just wanted to say sorry for the lack of videos last week. I was actually moving. I live in a completely new place now, have a completely different setup, so I'll have a setup video coming the next couple of weeks after the kind of storm calms down of the Black Ops 4 beta. But today we actually got a teaser for the Blackout mode for Black Ops 4, and this teaser actually revealed way more about Blackout than I think a lot of people realize, including that there may be squads, how the spawn-in system is going to work, and on top of that, 5 maps that are going to be included in the overarching Blackout map that we'll be talking about today. So in this video, we're not really going to talk about the multiplayer beta trailer. There is some good information in that, but we'll maybe look at that tomorrow or maybe not look at it at all, as most of it's pretty straightforward. However, here is the Blackout teaser that I was talking about. So as far as the actual video that the teaser shows you, there's not a ton of information in that. As you can see here, there's a helicopter with 4 people going into it. This means squads are probably going to be in it. As you can see, once again, 4 people running towards ATVs, assuming, once again, 4-person squads is going to be included. On top of that, you can also see various skins, including Tank Dempsey. You can see Woods. You can see a bunch of different characters throughout this, including Firebreak, the specialist characters. And on top of that, you get to see some gameplay from the various vehicles. Like here, we're looking at some characters shoot from out of a helicopter. What this means, and what I'm pretty surprised about, it appears that even in the beta for the Blackout mode, helicopters will be in there. And aside from seeing a couple of new weapons in the trailer, what is really important in this trailer is the actual transition screens. Because in the transition screens, it actually shows you various areas that are going to be in the Blackout map. So, the first of which that we see here is actually a high-rise building. Now, I know they're kind of fuzzy, but what I can make out from this one is that this is the building that they showed off in the original reveal of the Blackout game mode. Now, I would have to say that I don't really think that this particular building looks like any multiplayer map in any Black Ops game. However, it does remind me of the map Overwatch from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. That being said, the rest of the maps that they show off in this have all been Black Ops maps before, not from any other Call of Duty games, so I think that's a bit of a stretch. Speaking of which, in the same transition, they show you this screenshot right here. This is from, obviously, Raid, a map from Black Ops 2 that everyone really loved. So now we know that 2 of the areas on the Blackout map include the high-rise building that we saw, and Raid, the map that everyone loved in Black Ops 2. Now, the next screenshot's interesting to me because this is very clearly Nuketown, a very disheveled and destroyed Nuketown, like the nuke has already gone off. Even in the background, you can see the tower falling over, you can see the 2 cars in the middle of the road, and it really does look like the first Nuketown that was in Black Ops 1 that's been hit by a nuke. Now, the interesting thing about this one to me is that there is only 2 characters walking down the middle of the road. What this means to me is that not only will there be squads, but I'm guessing this is hinting that there's also going to be duos, and I would assume that there's also going to be solo, as after all, it is going to be a battle royale game. Another interesting part is if you slow down this transition, before you actually see the image of Nuketown, it actually pans up from what looks like some sort of sewer or pipe system underneath Nuketown. So assumably, underground, there's also going to be some sort of system that you can actually go into and get underground. Now the next one here, this is an interesting one. This is obviously not a multiplayer map, this is Verruckt, a zombies map, and even during the transition, you can see even in this picture, there's actually zombies in this area. So the question is Verruckt going to be an area on the Blackout map, or are they just trying to throw us off altogether? Or even more importantly, in the Blackout map, is there going to be zombies in certain areas, such as the zombies maps like Verruckt? And as far as the answer to that, I really have no idea. In the next transition, we can once again see a player on a vehicle. This is obviously a boat. And then in the background, you can actually see another map that we know from Black Ops 2, Cargo, of course. So once again, another area on the map is going to be designed after Cargo from Black Ops 2. And then, of course, we can take away from this the fact that once again, we now know that this is kind of the boats we can expect to see in the Blackout mode. Now, another screenshot I think a lot of you are going to see, I believe I've seen it already on Reddit, is this one right here. here, what you're looking at is a character who is wingsuiting down into an area. Now, a lot of people are assuming that this is the way you spawn in, this is the way you will jump out of a plane, this is what you'll see, and I do think that's true, but if you actually watch the full cutscene of what happens here, this is actually a character running, jumping off of a bridge, and then wingsuiting. So it looks like you're going to be able to do this off of any high surface. I don't know whether this is something you actually have to pick up, something you have to loot, or something that's available to characters at all time. That I'm really unsure about. So as far as what is confirmed and what we've seen for sure in this trailer, as of right now, we have Raid, Nuketown, Cargo, and Verruckt, but there's actually another scene that's not from one of the transitions, and it's this screenshot here, and if you look in the background, you can see some wind turbines, and this also reminds me of a map, of course, Turbine from Black Ops 2. Now, they don't really show much of this map, but the thing that I think really kind of almost confirms it for me is that the paint job on the turbines in the Black Ops 2 map is exactly the same as the paint job on the turbines in the Blackout trailer, which is, I think, more than just a coincidence. So in that teaser alone, there's almost 5 different maps from various Call of Duty games that are almost confirmed to be in the Blackout mode. But what I want to hear next is what maps would you like to see in the Blackout map? Personally, one that I would really love to see, and I don't really know how they'd work it in there because in multiplayer it was a nighttime map, is actually Plaza from Black Ops 2. I think it'd be really cool to work that in there, maybe make it so that there's different aesthetics for different maps at different times of day, make it so that the time of day changes throughout a game of Blackout. I think that would be really, really cool, and that's a way that they could implement Plaza into the actual game. But let me know what you think. What maps would you like to see in the new Blackout mode? This has me really excited. We have to wait until September to actually get our hands on the Blackout mode, but in the meantime, this coming up weekend, we have the Black Ops 4 beta coming. So guys, I hope you are as excited as I am. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and also to stay up to date on all my videos, the best way to do so is by hitting that subscribe button. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.